everyone. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you and you're watching on my YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on this channel. If you're watching this on my Facebook, make sure you swing by and get yourself subscribed. So today we're going to talk about this upcoming week. What do we have going on? What can we expect out of the energy? And what are the messages for how we can best navigate this week? So we're going to talk about what we have going on here in this energy. And I normally take a little bit more time to do channeled messages. I do have to make this video a little bit shorter tonight. So we're going to spend a little bit more time on the cards, a little bit less time on the channeled messages. So before we dive into that, I do want to highlight that I have several of the December monthlies up on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you swing by there and see if yours is up. I will have the rest up hopefully within the next few days or so. I'm still working on getting some of those filmed, but I will have those up as soon as I have those done. So let's talk about this energy that we have going on. We are on Saturday, we have the close of this eclipse portal that we have going on, right? So we have the new moon that is occurring with a solar eclipse. So this is following that full moon that we had with the lunar eclipse. So this whole entire period, I am seeing it as this whole opportunity to work on letting go, to work on releasing those things that we maybe have been trying to release, we have been trying to let go of, but have maybe struggled in letting go of those, or have maybe struggled, maybe it's not a letting go, but a want or need to surrender something, to invite the divine in so that we can invite that divine help in the situation in whatever way something is meant to work out. Okay, so I definitely see this time period as we're leading up to that to be really important because we're in this reevaluation period. Okay, so I see us really taking a step back and taking a look at our lives and saying, you know, what still belongs here? What do I still want to have? What do I still feel aligned with? What do I still want to have in my life? What do I not want to have in my life? Where am I focusing on goals in my life that maybe I set for myself before, but they no longer align? And so I see us taking a look at that. I see us taking a look at circumstances in our life, connections in our life, and reevaluating that. So this is going to require, in some ways, us to allow ourselves to get out of our comfort zone, because I think a lot of what is wanting to be released is those things that maybe feel comfortable to us, but if we're really truly being honest with ourselves, they don't align anymore. Okay, so allow yourself to reflect on these things, allow these insights to come through. I really feel like this period is shining that light on the things that we need to understand, the things that no longer align. It's preparing us to step into a new year with new goals, new focus, new insights. And not that everything is going to be new. I do think that we're going to be taking some things with us, but I also think that we need to be really being honest with ourselves about things that it's time to release. And again, it's going to feel uncomfortable because I feel like these are things that maybe feel comfortable to us. Again, maybe not aligned for us anymore, but feel comfortable for us. So I think that it's going to be an uncomfortable process. And you might feel like there's an intensity in the energy. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of things that are being shown to us right now. There's a lot of truth that is being revealed or is working toward being revealed around this week. So allow yourself to notice what's showing up for you and ask, what does this mean for me? Is there something that I'm needing to change, adjust, whatever in my life in order to allow me to live a more joyful life, a more peaceful life, a life that feels more aligned, whatever it is that you're feeling called to create for yourself in your life. I also think I think that we can take advantage of this energy that we have going on by daring to dream about how life might be better. Okay, so I think that there are opportunities where we can do that, where we can start to let ourselves dream and where could my life be better if there weren't if there wasn't anything holding me back, how might I create a better life for myself? Because this is where we start to open to the possibilities and we start to open to these manifestations. And again, notice what comes through, because those may be different things than you were thinking about before. And you might be surprised by what you actually want. I feel like this energy has really been highlighting that for us. And you might start to go, you know what? I don't know if that's something I want anymore. I'm not sure. And it's okay, by the way, to not be sure. You don't have to make decisions around this. I think that we're going to be guided and we're going to be assisted in clearing things. But I think, sometimes we may not clear that out right away with the eclipse. We might be working on doing that later at a later time. But just take advantage of this process and what is being shown to you. I think it's really important to notice the themes and the patterns and the challenges and the information that's coming through. So let's take a look at the cards. We have the self-care card, which I think is really important right now. I think that there's a message here in that you may feel more tired around this eclipse, or you may feel like your energy is a little off. Make sure that you're giving extra time and attention to self-care. I do feel like we may feel a little run down, a little bit slower moving, a little bit less energized this week. I know my sleep, I'm normally a pretty good sleeper. My sleep has been so weird and I keep waking up at 3 a.m. and I am not falling back asleep and stuff. So it's been a weird week, but I find that when we have stuff like this going on with the planets, it does seem to affect my sleep. So definitely notice that. And what is it that we need to help balance this stuff out? Metamorphosis. And this is what's happening for us, right? We have a metamorphosis happening, and this is really powerful. So we need to allow it. We need to trust the process and let ourselves be shaped into our best selves through this process. And then we have the discernment card, okay? So again, the discernment card coming up with the King of Swords, there may be truth that is coming to the surface, but the discernment card is saying, just use that discernment. Pay attention to what your intuition is telling you, okay? Discernment isn't about being paranoid. It's about, you know what, if something doesn't feel right to me, I'm going to choose to honor that right now. Okay. And we may find pretty quickly with this King of Swords that truths are being revealed, or that something is, the King of Swords can also be something that is being communicated to us. So I do feel like some things are coming forth this week that are going to bring us more clarity, that are helping us to understand, and that are helping us to understand, like, what is the life that we're building and what is the kind of life that we want to build for ourselves. This Three of Wands in reverse is really this reevaluation energy, okay? So it's like, again, do I still want the things that I wanted when I set my goals at the beginning of the year? Do I need to make some adjustments? And just starting to let these ideas marinate. I think, like, as we get more toward the end of the month, we're really going to be diving in and taking a look at those goals, but just kind of being open to the possibility that your goals or your visions or the things that you want don't have to be the same as they were before. Let that be flexible. Let it flow. With this Page of Pentacles, we may be having some kind of an offer coming in. We may have some kind of new beginning in regard to money or learning or something coming in. This is a positive thing, okay? This is a gift coming in, an offering coming in some way, shape, or form. And it might simply be time, right? It might be like all of a sudden you have like these 2 hours that are extra in your day, you know, something got canceled and it's really a gift, okay? So, but it can also be, you know, you have a little extra money coming in for you this week, or some kind of an offer comes in, or something, somebody offers you something that brings in some kind of stability here. We have the 5 of Pentacles. So this is about us really making sure that we're paying attention to how fear is driving our lives, and how much is that impacting the decisions that we're making for our life. What do we need to change? What do we need to do differently so we're operating from a place of faith, not fear? The next card that we have is the 7 of Wands. Okay, so we may find ourselves feeling like we're defending ourselves, defending our beliefs this week. We might feel like we are feeling defensive. And this is very much a message of choosing our battles as well, right? So this is not a time to let yourself get engaged in a lot of like conflict and things like that. Sometimes it's better to walk away. Sometimes if it's not that important to you, or, you know, you're engaging with someone or something that just doesn't, like they don't get it and they never will get it, or they're not going to get it, or you know, you're wasting your breath, or you're fighting for something that you don't really care about, that's not a battle that you want to fight, right? But if it is something that is important, this is about standing strong in your truth. And it's not even necessarily about battle. It's just like, this is my truth, and this is where I'm coming from, and this is important to me in some way. So we may feel like we're defending ourselves in some way, shape, or form, but we want to make sure that we are honoring our truths while still honoring other people through this week, because it's an intense energy. So I can see where that can get kind of fiery, that can get kind of challenging if we let ourselves get too caught up in that, okay? But definitely honor your truths. The last card that we have here is the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, so I see us, and to me, this is the last card. So this is how we're coming out of this week. You know, with this King of Swords, I feel like there is going to be some clarity. I feel like we are going to have some solutions to some challenges that we've had. I feel like we are going to have some answers. We are going to have a vision. We are going to have an idea of what to do next. We are going to know what the next step is, or whatever this looks like, however it applies to your situation. But definitely there's an understanding here that's going to be really helpful for us moving forward. Okay guys, that's it for me. I have to wrap this video up, but thank you guys so much for watching. I always love to hear from you in comments below. If you guys like this video, I appreciate it so much if you hit that like button, and if it resonates with you and you think that there's somebody else who would resonate with it as well, make sure you hit that share button as well. All right guys, take care. I'll see you soon with another video.